Hi everybody, my name is Kornelia Müller and I'm a leadership and high performance coach. Today is my first show, Connection to Excellence, where I decided to show you very successful people who reached already several goals and several success in their life. And let me first explain why I'm doing that and why is it so important to listen to the stories of these people. Because these people also had their difficulties, their struggles, and their challenges, and they had to overcome them. So I would like to support you that you know everything is possible, that you know you are not alone. And that's the reason that it's so important to listen to people who had already success. And that is the reason that I decided to make this show, to support you and that you also can reach your goals. And today in my show, the first guest what I have is Andrea Randt. Andrea Randt is a business and a mindset coach, and she's based in La Palma. And she was my first coach what I took to make my online business, because she is specialized to help people also in online business who like to build up an online business. So very welcome, Andrea, to my show. You are my first guest, and I'm really excited to have you here. And I was so happy that you say, yes, I will do that. And because I know your time is really precious. And so I'm really happy that you are here, that you took your time.
Thank you very much, dear Connie, for the invitation to this interview. It is a pleasure to me. And I am also very excited because this is my first interview in English about my work.
Yes, it's also the first interview for me in English, so I'm also very, very nervous. So let us talk about your business. And my first question would be, so I think you were not always independent, and so my question would be, when come up your idea to change your profession and to get self-employed? When did come up this idea? What is your story, your hero story?
My hero
story.
Like to
listen to hero stories. So.
My hero story started in Germany. I was in a job as an executive assistant and in marketing fields in big companies. I had a job for 25 years and I was not really satisfied with this job. And because I have a big requirement to myself that I have to be perfect. And in this time, I was the right hand of big managers, of executive managers, CEOs and CFOs, and always in the second field, not in the front, but in the second field, if you know what I mean. And but I noticed in this time that in me was a personality of an entrepreneur, and I was in the wrong role in this time. And that's why when was this? In 2011, I had a burnout because I was not really in my own energy. I had not a job which was my passion, which was my favorite doing, what I would like to do. And I suffered really from, I think it was 1 year, with a depression, with organic symptoms. And 5 years before I had this burnout, I thought always, oh, I would like to help people. I would like to be a therapist. I made an education as an art therapist, and I wanted to help people who also have, not a depression, but they are also always thinking about what can I change in my life? What is my dream? What is my really calling in me, my inner calling? And that's why I had to make this experience to have a burnout, organic symptoms, to change something in my life. And I changed it immediately. After half a year of my illness. And I thought, okay, Andrea, you always think you should do that, and I could do that, and I should do that. But why you don't do that? And in this time, when I was at home, I had to think about what can I change. And then I decided, okay, now I do what I want. I start my business as a therapist and an art therapist. This was my first step. And I reduced my job from 40 hours per week to 30 hours per week. And after 1 year, many clients came in my praxis, in my atelier as an art therapist, and they were very happy with my work and overcame many obstacles and find their arousal, their inner calling, what is the right job for them in the role of a job coach. And then I thought, okay, maybe this is my way, because many people came with job matters, and then I specialized in this way, in this field, to be a job coach and not only an art therapist. And after 2 years doing that, many people came and asked me, Andrea, you have always so much clients in your business. How do you do that? What could be my marketing way, my way of acquisition? Can you show me that? And I thought, oh yes, why not? I could also be a business mentora. No, this is Spanish. I have to switch from English to Spanish right now.
No problem.
Yeah, I can also be a business mentor. Why not? And I had this feeling, such a loud inner voice, that I have to follow this sign. And now I can say that in my former times, when I was in my job or in the starting time of my business, I always followed my inner voice and my intuition, and this was really the most important, my most important experience, to go on and to go on and to go on. And today I live here in La Palma, on a beautiful island, one of the most beautiful islands of the world, really in paradise, in my small house with my garden, my cat, my partner, in this row with my cat, and then with my partner. And I'm so happy to be here. Mm-hmm. And I can say that I don't know what to say.
And how did you make this decision, for example, to go to this island, to La Palma? You know, what was the idea behind?
This was really tricky. 2 years ago, I have been on holiday here in La Palma, and at this time I was again very tired of my business. I worked very, very much, and I need a retreat, an inner retreat for me, to decide how can I go on in my business. It was a time of I noticed some, like an obstacle. There was a border in my business, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I needed a holiday, but also a new perspective, and a new view on my business. And so I decided to go to La Palma, because La Palma is really far away from Germany, and I had this change of climate, of vegetation, and I love to be on the sea and in the mountains. And so I decided to go here to this island. And exactly, and this is really true, on the first day of my holiday, I felt, wow, I'm at home here. This is my place.
Wow.
I never felt such a trust and such a love on a place, and that I'm really, really right here in this location. And I had the feeling that the island catched me, and I
Wow.
fell in love with this island. And in this time I thought, maybe an offline business as a coach is not really working anymore. I need to go online. I need to go the online way to be successful or more successful. I was successful at this time, but I had this feeling that there is much more. It was like a cover on my business.
Yeah.
And in Palma, I felt like this. Woof, the cover was away, and I felt like this. Wow, I was sparkling, and I felt free. And
Yeah.
then very quick, I made the decision. Okay, this is my place, and I should be here, and I should do my online business. I was preparing before my new way, my new program. I was preparing everything, and I thought, okay, the only I need is the right location, and this is my location here. And then I went back to Germany, and this was really exciting. I came back to my friends, met my friends, and I don't know why, but I told them directly, guys, in 6 months I am on La Palma. Yeah, okay, you can go on holiday again to La Palma. Why not? No. I will live in La Palma. And they all said, huh? Andrea, why? You should be here. How will you do your business in La Palma? Yeah, online. Why not online? Everybody does that. 3 years ago, there was the big run on the online business. And I thought, okay, I have to be there with them and growing my business. So, and after 6 months, I I put all my things together in some small boxes, and I sent this to La Palma, only 9 boxes of my whole stuff. Yeah, I sold everything, my flat, my furniture, my things, my books, everything. And I started my life here in La Palma.
Wow. It sounds so amazing, and it sounds very easy, but I can imagine there were also a lot of difficult obstacles. And for example, even to move to another country, I can imagine to leave the friends behind and all this stuff, because you really made a cut, and I can imagine it's not easy to do that. So, but it sounds right now like, oh, it was so easy, but I can imagine there are also difficulties. And I guess the people like to know what kind of difficulties did you have, what kind of obstacles did you have, that they know, wow, she overcome this stuff and she's now so successful.
Yeah. The most challenging was that my friends said, oh no, you can't do that. But shortly, I recognized that this is the fear of my friends, not my own fear. And it was not always easy to overcome the fear of my friends and to convince them that this is my decision. This was hard to me, also to my family, to my aunt. My aunt is my family. And she was, like this, really with tears. But I have to calm there, and after this, I felt better. And another obstacle was to create my program during my change. You have to do so much things. You have to collect all what you take with you, and you have to sell everything. Then you have your running business. You have to, in the same time, parallel, continuously, you have to work with your premium customers, because I'm a coach for I have premium customers one-to-one. This is my special thing in my coaching. And besides my normal coaching, my everyday coaching, I created a big program which I sell today continuously and very successful. And I was so crazy. The Dream Business program. And I was so crazy to sell this program, but only 1 of 6 modules have been ready. You know what it means? I was sitting on my packed boxes with the camera, making my video tutorials for the online program, and also performing the whole program in the same time, and say goodbye to my friends, and preparing everything for Christmas, because I wanted to change to La Palma in January. But finally, everything worked out. And why? Because it was my right decision. It was really the right decision, and everything went smooth and easy. Yeah, and this was my most or my best experience in my whole life, that if you make a decision and you go for it, then energy flows, and you are supported from so many sides, from people you never could imagine before that they could help you. And this was my most important experience in that time.
Wow, great. So you also could say, is it important to make a commitment? When you make the commitment, everything falls in place. So I could say so, and that leads me to the next question. How do you think? How important is your mindset? And also, for example, you spoke before already about the heart connection and your intuition, because this is, for example, linked to my business. I love to work with people to do that. So how do you think, how important was that for you? And how do you think is it important for people?
I think for such a step, or to start a business maybe, or to make a big change maybe in your relationship, the mindset is, I think, the most important. You have to know what you would like to do. You have to have a vision. Yeah, this is the one thing. But then you should always, every day, work on your mindset. Make rituals, create or find your own rituals for you, which are really good for you and which helps you and support you. What do I mean? In this time, in this 6 months from the decision till the change, I connected with the island every day, in the morning and in the night before I went to sleep. I visualized how I sit with my clients on the beach and creating new business methods, business ideas. I could see how I live here in my house. I could see my garden, and finally the garden and the house looks really like my vision, like my picture, my big picture. And to connect every day with your vision is a really important thing in this time. And also, if you find out that you have an obstacle, or what is the name for Widerstand? A resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a resistance. When you notice a resistance, then go through it, or like a fear. If you are scared or you feel a fear, then don't avoid the fear, but go through it. You will confirm that this is a way to handle a fear. And I always said to me, when there was a fear, and I had many fears, I'm very courageous, but I also have many fears. And I thought, okay, fear, come, show me. What is your source? What was your source? I know that fears are not true. They are only thoughts, and they make the fear. And I thought, okay, what have I thought before? Okay, I thought maybe there are not enough clients when I am online working. Then I thought, why not? This is only a thought. Okay. I pushed away the thought, and I tried to think a new, fresh thought. No, Andrea, this is only a thought. Okay, now I think there will be enough clients. And then I thought, okay, enough. This is not really specific. Then I I could visualize, okay, in the beginning, I would like to sit with 3 clients on the beach, and I painted. And this time I made a picture, how I sit with my clients on the beach, and I could feel really this picture. And so I connected every day with this big picture, what I would like to have in the future. And yeah, you can imagine that mindset is really important, the most important thing. But also you have to know what you would like to do, and then if you when you have made your energy and your mindset rituals, then you should also do these steps which you have planned.
Yeah.
And
great.
Therefore I am convinced that 50% is mindset, or maybe more, 70% is mindset, and the rest is strategy, and to have a plan. And I had a plan. And there was also much space for intuition, that I can make my steps very intuitionally. And I, in the first 6 months here on the island, the island was challenging me. I had the feeling that she is fighting with me, and I have to adapt my German mentality to the island. No, but this could not really working out. It was like, I don't know, maybe I tell you an example. I thought I could work like in Germany before, with a very good internet. It was very fast in Germany, but here in the island, this island is really wild, and the internet is sometimes it's running and sometimes it's down. So, but how can I explain this to my German customers that I am not reliable in the beginning? This was a really big fear. Yeah. And in this time I thought, okay, I cannot adapt my German mentality to my Spanish way. This was a really important notice at this time. And I thought, okay, I have to change my mind in the Spanish way. And the Palmeric people here, they think, okay, if you do one thing per day, you are really good. If you finish 2 tasks per day, you are great. And the third thing can wait till tomorrow. And the running gag here is mañana. You can do this mañana. And now this is my way of directing my business. I only I make aims or objections for only one thing per day. Yeah, I plan only one task per day, and if I have done this task, I can make a check. Yeah, and yeah. So, yes, I have done it, and the next day I'm very thankful and relaxed, and I go to the other point, to the next step, and to the next step, but very, very slowly and relaxed. And this is also a very important experience here on the island, to have a relaxed life, only to work together with premium customers in big programs or in VIP days, strategic days. They come to the island and use their holiday, like me, in my first holiday, to get a new perspective, a new vision about their business and a new way. And you can imagine that my business changed now to more to mindset working than to strategy. And that's why I combine now both. And yes, mindset is the most important thing in business. Yeah.
Yeah, and do you gave us already a lot of tips, but do you have a special recommendation for the people who are watching that now? Is there something special what you would recommend?
If you would like to realize your dream, then don't wait. Go if you know your first steps, then go them immediately. Start with your first steps. Don't avoid fear, but go through the fear. Like me, you can tell or say to you, okay, I accept my fear, but the decision to go for this is more important than my fear. Mm-hmm. And there is a vision what I have. And another thing is really to have a vision, to be very sure about that, what you want, your big why. You should know your inner calling. Mm-hmm. What is your Berufung in German? What is your arousal in English? And then I think the way is much more easier to go. Much more easier.
Yeah.
And take a coach like Connie.
That's what I always, that would be the next question. How important is a coach?
Yeah, I have 3 coaches, 3 mentors parallel every year. I make, last year I have made an annual program with my mentor in Germany, and I have some other coaches for special things, and it's so important that you don't go alone. It's much more easier with support. You can confirm that. How big steps you have made during our the start of your own online business, and now look, you make an interview in English. This is great.
Yes, it is. So, Andrea, what are your next projects now in 2019? Maybe the people are also interested to know about that.
Oh my God, I have so many ideas. First of all is my project was what I have on my desk now is to make a new program for mindset. I have a really fresh Mariposa program, an annual program. Why is it the Mariposa program? Mariposa is a butterfly in Spanish, but the butterfly program is an annual program to break through your obstacles, to break through your comfort zone, to come over your obstacles, like the small, I don't know the word, Raupe in English.
I don't know the word either in English, no.
But everybody knows the metamorphosis of a butterfly. First there is the egg, then comes the small animal grabbing over obstacles, and then the small animal is in the cocoon for inner retreatment, for inner show. What do you really would like to realize in your life or in your business? And then you can create you can blow like a butterfly or like a flower, and realize your talents. And this annual program is about this process for starters, and not for starters of online business, for people who have an online business already, like you maybe, and would like to grow more, make more turnover, to get more leads on your email list, to reach more, a bigger image in Facebook, YouTube, and the social media channels. And this all, but in an easy way, in a really easy way, and not always fighting. The objection of this program is to go your business way in a relaxing way, to drive through your business. And this is one of my projects. And I always have my dream business program for online business starters of 6 months. And this is really my flagship in my business. The annual program is new. And if somebody is interested to have a quick decision, or who needs a quick decision for his business, he can book me in a strategic day, a VIP day, or come to La Palma to a special treatment.
Great. So how can the people reach you?
I have a website, andrea-randt.de, or you can find me in a Facebook group, Funkeln statt Funktionieren. Yeah. or you can come in the webinario. Webinario is Spanish, in one of my webinars. And you can, all this you can find on my Facebook fan page or in my Facebook group.
Great. Yeah. So I also will put underneath the links from your website or whatever you like, so we can talk later again about that. So I thank you so much for your time, Andrea. So it was so great to listen to you, to your story, to your hero story, and how you made up your decision to move to La Palma and also start this business. It was really great to have you here in my show, my first guest. Thank you so much. And I also thank you, everybody who's watching this show. And I hope it was a contribution for you. And we will see us next week. We will see us next week. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. All my love to you. Bye.